Hello and welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel, and this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you land here is the right time. If it resonates, it's for you. If it don't, it's not. Simple as that. Again, it's a general reading. Hey you guys, I got something special going on, but before I get to that, I want to give a little bit of a weather report. I love to do my readings outside. It's connected with nature. I'm right here in the medicine wheel with the ancestors that I do truly work with on a daily basis. They're all here helping me to deliver this message to you guys, and part of my message is the birds, the animals, and what the wind is doing, or in this case the clouds. And we are getting storms rolling in, and that's why it's a little bit dark here, a little bit of a darker change of weather. So maybe some storm clouds are blowing in, but it's only to clear the air because things have been kind of parched and dry. I don't know about you guys, but we're having a record heat wave still. Oh my God, it's still in the 90s. So we're very much after this rain looking forward to 80-degree weather. So a cool off. That change of seasons, kind of feeling that change of seasons coming in, moving from that hot, dry, maybe a little overly intense summer. With you guys, you have a Saturn. Aquarius is in Saturn, so Saturn's been in your house for a little too long. I'm sure you're feeling that, the restrictions, not being able to have the freedom that you're used to. And not only that, it's retrograde. So restrictions upon restrictions, reviewing upon the, how did you do while you were in this restricted situation. And again, that's restricting you from your social life, just the way of the world. So things not moving in that direction the way you would like. I do have something exciting to announce. We have a new deck of Oracle cards. It is the Wild and Unknown Alchemy deck. It is the last in the series of the Wild and Unknown from Kim Cran. So this is really awesome book. And what card came up for you guys was the Great Serpent, also known as Ouroboros. So Ouroboros came up. I'll give you a look at it right there, and I'll hold it up for you. Hopefully, let me grab my glasses first while I read this for you, because it's a brand new deck, and I do want, the author I do want the creator of the cards to be able to come through, and then I'll tell you what I think about it as we go. So it says, it is the Tail Eater, the Guardian, okay? The Quantum Realm. The Ouroboros is the all-encompassing glyph. Oh, we got the woo-woos going. Glyph of the alchemical process. The hungry snake bends itself around you in a gesture of protection and guardianship, giving you the space and safety to participate in the work. Anything and everything can be offered into its mouth for transformation. Good, bad, blasphemous, or precious. The materials of our life transmutate into gems. See all the gemstones that it transmutes. So along the great serpent spine, so see along the spine, it transmutes in all the gems. Along with your woes, Ouroboros engulfs every pair of opposites. What is masculine becomes feminine. What is sky becomes earth. What is past becomes future. When this card appears, you have entered the quantum realm. Of course, Aquarius, you would do that, right? Everything is a possibility. No one knows the limits of the Ouroboros. Just when you fell into thinking that your life was straightening out, the snake takes you once again into its gaping mouth for an entirely new trajectory. So did suddenly things take a whole new trajectory for you there, Aquarius? You thought you were going one way, and all of a sudden it's like, oops, going in totally the opposite direction. That's the way life happens, isn't it? Now, interestingly enough, the next card that came with that, speaking of gems, well, this is more of a mineral, but malachite. So we have malachite, another protective stone, a stone of sacred healing, sacred sound. I want to read a little bit. They're telling me to read a little bit from that for you. Back on with the glasses. So there's a few questions that usually come, and they say, look, you guys need to hear these questions, so I'm going with it. says, it's the medicine drum, Malachite. You have called upon this card today as a very sacred time of powerful healing on all levels. There are many aspects to healing, and an imbalance in your system can affect all levels of your mind, body, and spirit. Our bodies have an incredible awareness and intelligence to heal themselves, but we tend to hold on to old emotions and thought forms around experiences that can, over time, manifest as an imbalance in your body, causing a disease. Whether your healing is physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, you're encouraged to look at any thought forms, old beliefs, or emotions you may be holding onto around your sickness. If one thing is out of alignment, it can affect other parts of your system. Okay, that's very interesting, talking about things being out of balance. And then Ouroboros comes along and says, hey, throw it into my mouth, let me transmute it. Perhaps you need to go in an opposite direction than where you've been going. Go into flip mode. I'm hearing twist the loop and go into flip mode. So the Ouroboros is a loop, and then when you twist the loop, it becomes the infinity loop. Some of you just got what I was putting down, didn't you? Yes, you did. And those of you that didn't, that's okay. You figured out. Twist the loop, go in the opposite direction. Try something different, a different approach, okay? So this sacred healing, this drum, this rhythm, this timing, you need to get into your own personal rhythm and look at this. The sacred path comes along, and we got 2 drums here. So very much important for you Aquarians to get into your timing and your personal rhythm. Your rhythm, not the person next to you, not the people at the job. You have your own particular rhythm and way of doing things, and that is critical at this point in time, so you can connect up with your spirit guides. The eagle has a message for you. Spirit is the eagle coming to bring you a message that will help you with your healing, help you with your direction, help you going through this massive transmutation process where all of these experiences that you've had in this life, perhaps other lifetime, are transmuted into these amazing jewels, perhaps even pearls of wisdom, right? And these that you can take with your own rhythm, with your own timing, that's in alignment with universal timing. But universal knows your cycles, okay? And if you can get in with the universal cycle and have your cycle within that, there's no stopping it. You're gonna be on the golden wave. And what I mean by the golden timeline, the highest possible timeline, okay? So, we're also training a new deck of cards. We're doing the Cosmic Slumber cards. These are the new ones. They're the Dreamers edition. And we have my oldest deck of cards that's 30 years old. I put them together, I read them together for a while so that the old deck can train the new deck, similar to how I work with my crystals. So what I'm gonna do is pull a few base cards for the munchkins, my old friends, and see what they have to say about the situation for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Very powerful changes we're all going through, and definitely time to let go of the past and the old way of doing things. Might be well time to do things in the opposite manner. Perhaps where you were too fixed in some areas, that fixed area, you lighten up a little bit, maybe look at things from an opposite perspective. There's something there, a jewel that you have missed. You would hate to, kind of like when I was a gardener and I was weeding, and I would go in one direction weeding, but then I'd have to go in the opposite direction because there's always some that hid from me, or I didn't see with the lighting in that particular way that I was able to see coming from the opposite direction. So sometimes you have to go back over old territory, but from a different perspective, okay? And those of you that dreamers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now that you have this new perspective, look at an old situation differently with your new perspective, and you're gonna find some gems that you didn't find out, some information, some inspiration, something you forgot, or maybe some actual gemstones, who knows, with you guys, right? Oh, are you out crystal hunting? Well, you go back in the other direction because you missed something, right? Okay, here we go. Well, these cards aren't wanting to talk, so we're gonna just cut them and get them to talk. They was letting me channel, right? All right, here we go. First card we have is Nine of Pentacles. You're definitely working on something, being independent, having your own business. Perhaps you built it up to a point where you're doing pretty good, but you're not quite at that 10 of Pentacles place where you've got it running. There's still maybe one or two little things that need to happen before it can really take off. And again, a lot of it has to do with your timing. When you're ready, when you've got everything prepared and set up to where you can actually navigate through that. Well, it's so dark out here, so because this morning I had the sun on me and I was bright, and now it's the darkening. Might be some of you working at night too. I just heard from some of you, or staying up late at night to get projects done. All right. Okay, this is real quick because I'm not going to pull all these cards. I'm not going to take them all. But basically, we have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands. Looks like for some of you in a business deal, somebody took off with some money, perhaps ripped you off. It could have been a business partner. Knight of Wands. That could be male or female. Again, this is gender fluid. We got Ouroboros. What was male is now female. Whatever the situation. You may have been in a work partnership with somebody. Got the Ten of Swords. It really did not go over well. This is just for some of you. You had all these plans and all these aspirations. You went to battle and you fought off the obstacles while somebody betrayed you. So that's for some of you. You haven't experienced a betrayal, and that's some of what needs to be cleared out of your system so you can move forward. Okay, let's pull a few of the other cards. Yeah, and I did see the Devil's card, the reverse Two of Cups. So it might have been a relationship, or at the very least a business partnership with a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Something that will hit you pretty hard, but you need to find back on your own wisdom and balance. And remember to give that over to the Ouroboros and let him transmute that energy before it becomes a physical illness in you. Don't want to keep that thinking of remembering that situation, especially, if it's creating PTSD or something like that in you. Now, I'm no mental health expert or anything like that, but what I do know about PTSD is it does loop. And one of the things that people have to do to get out of those loops is to really retrain your mind. Every time you start thinking in that, going to that place, you create another place that's equally as positive, that opposite place, like the Ouroboros is talking about. So there you go. Take yourself to the nice place, to the quiet place. Do some more meditation. And after I said that, the Three of Cups dropped out. So by healing these wounds and letting go of what happened in that stinky partnership from the past, whether it be business or lovers or both, we do have the Three of Cups. So I do see bring in more people that are of like mind to you, if not in business, just going to different groups of people, starting to get out and about with the people again. I know you've been missing that, Aquarius. Some of you are kind of hermity, but for most Aquariuses I know, they really enjoy being out with the humans, huh? Checking out what the humans are doing. We have the Prince of Cups is a Knight of Cups. Somebody could be bringing about an offer. It could be a business offer or a love offer. It's hard to say at this point. I do see a lot of business coming on here, but it's with an emotional flavor about it. We did have a little Eight of Pentacles that came out reversed, but since these are new cards, I'm still reading them upright for now. So the Eight of Pentacles, it looks like you're working on a new project or towards something new. And you may have someone coming in, and what I'm feeling is like you're not sure if you can trust them because of what happened in the past. And what I'm seeing here is I don't see any problems. Just take it slow. Make sure everything's spelled out. You have it in writing if it's business. But otherwise, just go with the flow and enjoy it. I do feel like it's a nice change after what you've been through in the last year or two. So it's actually very refreshing to have this energy and this Prince of Cups around to help out with the business. Prince or princess, again, don't worry about the gender, but I do see another person coming along with a proposal. So it might be someone that has some kind of business they need some help with, and they're coming along with asking you for help in that situation. Any more information there? Yep. And then, Aquarius, a wish come true as you open up to work with these new people, shedding all that old stuff, transmuting all that old stuff, letting it go. You got that Nine of Cups, which is the dreams come true. You got your wish. So this wish fulfillment does have to do with this connection with this other person. I hope you guys can see me pretty good. I mean, it's you know, hopefully it'll translate better and I'm not in the dark, and that you don't feel like you're in the dark either. The point is you can hear the message, so if you can hear it, that's all good. So you are going to get your wish, and we'll stop there. Say thank you very much, and you claim that reading right there if you'd like to have your wish, because this does feel like it's something coming along, coming to fruition with the business. This is a time where things are coming to fruition, especially if you stayed on your path and did the work. So thank you. I really appreciate you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Hey, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you've been working on if you can share it with us. I really would appreciate that. Again, thank you again for being here. And those of you that bought crystals and readings from me, thank you. And if you would like to buy a crystal and reading, check out themystichawk.com. All the information is down below if you want to check out everything I do on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you name it. And Mystic Hawk Crystals on Etsy. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Blessings.